PlayStation 5 will launch November 12th and retail for $400 for the digital version and $500 for the version with the Blu-ray drive. The highly anticipated information was announced during Sony's latest PlayStation Showcase, where a few other titles were demonstrated and debuted. Some retailers will be taking pre-orders as early as Thursday, September 17th. The list of confirmed launch titles is light, but includes Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Demon's Souls, and Sackboy: A Big Adventure. We'll have much more on PS5 and Xbox Series X as their launches near. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg said Wednesday the social network plans to release its first pair of smart glasses next year. They've partnered with the company that owns the eyewear brand Ray-Ban to make it happen. Quote, "I can't go into full product details just yet, but they're gonna be the next step on the road to augmented reality glasses, and they look pretty good too," Zuckerberg said at Facebook Connect, the company's virtual reality and augmented reality conference. And finally, we've got a review of the Galaxy Z Fold 2. It's a major step in correcting most of the shortcomings found in the original and sports a newly refined look and feel, though that center screen is still very fragile. For all the gritty details, you can check out our full review and stay up to date with the latest by visiting CNET.
Let's go, Peloton! Welcome to your 30-minute full body strength. Yes, you can, Peloton. Come on. Nice work, Lisa and Denver. Keep it up. Way to show up, Peloton. Amazing work. You absolutely crushed it.
This is CNET, and here are the stories that matter right now. There was no new iPhone on display at Apple's big event. Instead, the star of the show was the company's latest Apple Watch Series 6. It sports a familiar design but now features a sensor that can detect blood oxygen levels in 15 seconds. Apple also debuted Family Setup, which lets families better organize their children's watches, making use of location services and other powerful control options. Also new for Series 6 are fresh colors and new watch face designs. Pre-orders start right now, and the watch goes on sale Friday, starting at $399. 8th generation iPads are here, featuring the A12 Bionic chip, a big speed jump, and they're all starting at $329. But then there's the redesigned from the ground up iPad Air with rounded edges and an edge-to-edge screen that actually reminds us of the Pro line. It features Touch ID built into the tablet's power button, a new A14 Bionic chip, and a USB-C port. It'll start at $599. And finally, Apple also unveiled two new services. Fitness Plus, which was introduced along with the Series 6 Apple Watch, will offer users a weekly variety of workout routines. It'll cost $9.99 a month. And then there's Apple One, a sort of all-in-one answer to paying for everything Apple has to offer, from iCloud to TV Plus, music, and arcade for $15 a month. For more on everything Apple announced today, visit CNET. This is CNET, and here are the stories that matter right now. According to a Bloomberg report, people familiar with Apple's plans say the company is planning to release a smaller and cheaper HomePod this year. Details are few, but sources say the new HomePod will be approximately half the size of the original. It'll keep the same design, just on a smaller scale. The report also claims an October release is likely. Google has declared the company has eliminated its carbon legacy in a blog post on Monday. The search and Android giant reversed its carbon footprint by buying high-quality carbon offsets. Carbon emissions are a major issue for companies seeking to become more environmentally responsible. Google has long pushed for sustainable operations, and it's easier at a profitable tech giant than at a more conventional business. And finally, Amazon said Monday it's hiring 100,000 more people in the US and Canada to work in its warehouses to help it manage the surge in online orders during the coronavirus pandemic. The announcement comes after the e-commerce juggernaut already hired 175,000 more U.S. warehouse workers earlier this year. Amazon last week said it'd be holding a career day for another 33,000 job openings for tech and corporate workers. You can stay up to date with the latest by visiting CNET.
Introducing the Bissell Air 220 Air Purifier. Equipped with 3 reliable filtration technologies, air flows through the front and out the top vent. It's clean air made easy.
This is CNET, and here are the stories that matter right now. TikTok owner ByteDance has swatted away Microsoft's bid for the hyper-popular video streaming app like a tech Dikembe Mutombo, choosing to partner with California cloud computing giant Oracle in the US. The ongoing saga of which US company would win the TikTok deal was first sparked when President Donald Trump raised national security concerns about the app's Chinese ownership on August 4. The deadline to find a buyer was November 12, but the saga appears to have come to an early end. ByteDance will not be handing over the AI-powered algorithm behind TikTok, according to a report by the South China Morning Post. After rival Microsoft revealed the price of its next-gen Xbox Series X and Series S systems last week, Sony appears poised to hit back like a tech Mike Tyson with their own big news this week. On Wednesday, a PlayStation 5 digital showcase will take place at 1 p.m. Pacific time on both YouTube and Twitch, lasting for about 40 minutes. The PlayStation blog hints this will be games-focused rather than hardware-focused, but some are anticipating Sony will reveal the 2 biggest questions remaining about the console: its price and its release date. And finally, Nvidia, the tech Tom Brady of graphics processing units, says it will purchase SoftBank's ARM for $40 billion, incorporating it as a division of Nvidia. Last week, Bloomberg reported the companies were in talks for Nvidia to acquire ARM, which is a chip design company much like Qualcomm and Intel. ARM's work lies behind the processors inside many of the world's mobile phones. And Apple recently announced it would overhaul its Mac computers with ARM chips, moving away from the Intel processors it has used for over a decade. The deal is expected to close in 18 months, as long as it passes regulatory hurdles in the US, UK, Europe, and China. Stay up to date with the latest by visiting CNET.
What I love about products I find at Grove is that they're safe, they're natural, they're great for the entire family.
It's super important to me that I use safe cleaning products around my child. I care a lot about what I put in his body, so I don't know why it would be any different with cleaning products.
I thought switching to natural products would be more expensive, but with Grove, it's really not. They have very high standards and they vet everything, so I know it's going to be safe.
Grove gives me peace of mind. It's a really good feeling.
Go to grove.co today to get your free $30 Mrs. Meyer's cleaning kit.
This is CNET, and here are the stories that matter right now. Apple's next online event is scheduled for September 15th. Time flies is the phrase featured on the invite, suggesting a focus on Apple Watch. There's also a hint at some potential AR news. If you're using an iPhone, the invite's swirling Apple logo turns into an augmented reality image that unspools into the event date. Don't hold your breath for new iPhones though. In a previous earnings call, Apple said production issues due to the pandemic meant iPhones would launch a few weeks later than usual. Microsoft